For anybody tuning in, what's up, guys? We're going to be doing a clean workout today. We're going to be starting off with cleans, just a regular clean, and then a clean from the hang. We're going to do one clean from the ground, and then 3 cleans from the hang, immediately followed by that. We're going to do 2 sets at 50, 2 sets at 60, 2 sets at 65, and 4 sets at 70%. So that's going to be the order. And obviously, as we go up, it's going to decrease from the hang, or it's going to decrease. So at 70, we're going to keep it at 1 to 2. So, and I think at 165, we're going to keep it at 1 to 3 if possible. And if we see that we're taking too much damage, then we'll keep it at 1 plus 2. So 1 full clean, and then 2 cleans from the hang. So start it off. It's supposed to be 50%, but we're going to do a trial one. It's always good to check out where we're at. One thing is the numbers, and then one thing is how we feel. I'm glad I did that warm up. Now let's go ahead and at the full 50%. By the way, I'm currently working on getting a different mic. The one that I have from Holy Land is the USB one. It does not work from the bottom. I'm working with the Holy Land team to go ahead and get that replaced. That way I can bring you guys better audio, because this currently is not optimal. Okay, so second set, but now with a full 50%. Faster arms. So what I noticed there was I wasn't turning around fast enough. So from the clean, wasn't turning around fast enough, and I was letting too much space in between the bar and myself. And so what was happening was the bar was crashing down versus me meeting the bar exactly at this point. And that's what we want, because you don't want the bar crashing here. It hurts, especially the heavier you get. I'm gonna do another one, that way we can just do 2 sets. The other one was a warm up, I guess. Start this off. One more. 60%. So same thing. One full clean, 3 cleans from below the knee. And those were power cleans. See if anybody's gotten in here. No, nobody. That's fine. That's why I like doing these. I'm still gonna do these regardless if people log on or not. Be awesome if people log in, but same thing. Still, I'm still gonna be doing this regardless. Okay, now with full cleans. Two, 3, 4, Good. Yes. using the 2.5s. One and two. One for cleans and two below the knee. One. Let's see. Looks like somebody's in. Hey, thanks for the like. And the last one's going to be 1-to-1. One full clean and one from the hang. But right now we got one more set of one from the ground, one full clean from the ground, and then two from below the knee. Now, 100%. Now this is one's going to be fun. It's going to be four of these, but it's going to be one full set on the ground and then one from below the knee. Nice. It's not a super heavy amount of weight, but the back doesn't feel fully recovered today, so that's why we get these. Three and four, two more. I'm going to be using those. Yeah, right now I'll just keep on stacking them up. Thank you. One more. One more full clean, and then one from below the knees. Last one. How was it? 70, 80, and 90%. So let's go. It'll be 4 for that. One set of 4, 2 sets of 3, and then the other one is uh, 3 sets of 3 as well at 90. So for this one, 4, only one set. 2, 3. 4. 8. Two sets of 3. 2. Long day at work today. Very long day. A lot of stuff needed to get done. A lot of stuff got done. How about you guys? Let me know down there in the chat if you guys had a long day as well. I still have to go back and spend some time with the kids. Right now, I'm just recording this because I wanted to put up something for you guys. You guys can go ahead and mimic this, maybe mimic the percentages. Um, Once again, this is doing a second set of clean pulls, 3 repetitions, and they are at 80%. Right now, I'm doing a little bit of a strength um, based exercise program. And that program, these these are all the rep ranges. So I'm not coming up with these. I'm not completely credited to myself. I moved some of the stuff around to better suit my needs, but it's not all me. So if you guys want to copy this, feel free. This is a program that was designed by somebody that really knows it. He's an Olympian, so he's one of those awesome guys. He got a gold medal, needless to say, or a couple at least, but in the Olympics. So pretty awesome that I get to do these. It's pretty awesome that we get to get programs from people that were in the Olympics. That is mind-boggling, crazy when you start thinking about it. That now, based on a PDF, we can go ahead and do what Olympians do. So I don't know, it sounds crazy. So super stoked about that. Let me hit a last set of 80 before we move on to 90% 3 repetitions, 4 sets of that. 1, 2, 3, So for me, 90% is a 225. So it's good for me. Also, if you guys are ever wondering how to develop power, how to develop explosiveness, how to be faster, Olympic lifters are some of the most powerful people. And again, there's strong people and then there's powerful people. Those are two different things. Remember, strength plus speed equals power. And if you want to be really, really strong, you can do uh, just regular super heavy lifting. Powerlifting. Um, Go for that. Max bench press, max squat, max deadlift. Awesome things. But you'd probably be stiff, very stiff. That's why I don't like doing them. And also, there comes a point where like you'll tear something up. Like you have to deal with really high rep ranges. I'm sorry, really high. What do you call it? Weights at a certain point in order to progress. And here it's the exact same thing. It's also true. However, I feel that you can keep this a little bit longer than you might for powerlifting. Powerlifting really takes a toll on your body, and if you do Olympic lifting, like in a bad way, it can also be very detrimental. But if you do it right, it can also be very, very good for you. I've been able to keep pretty mobile, very powerful across multiple sports. So this is the one thing that allows me to do multiple sports and do it right. Whenever I do Muay Thai, I feel great. Whenever I do running, I feel pretty good, especially if I haven't beaten up my knees with like a super heavy program. Um, so I'm able to diversify in between all of those. That's why I do Olympic lifting, I do Muay Thai, and then I do this. Olympic lifting, Muay Thai, and running. So I can diversify amongst all of those. And this keeps me in shape for all of them. Yeah. So that's right. One, two. That's one. We need to follow this. Let's see. Or front squat. My front squat is quite heavy, so that would suck to have to do that today. So I'm going flat. That's not the case. So let's see. Second one. One. Two. That was a weird sound. Three. And front squats. Actually, front squats are one of my favorite exercises. Let's start setting up the rack for that front squat. This front squat. Also, people that tell you just gotta get there. Nah, you gotta do this stuff, and then you also have to move all the weight around. All the weights. You gotta get good at moving weights because you move a lot of them. Let's see. Oh, only one leg. Fine with me. Only gonna be total 3 sets, one set each. One at 70, one at 80, and one at 90. The reason why I think this got put into the program was most slight, most likely because this starts to get you into doing front squats a little bit more, or start increasing that. And since it's 1 rep max from your clean and jerk and not your actual like front squat, that leads me more to start preparing the muscles or the joints, the knees, tendons, all of it. Start preparing them for heavier loads. So this is week 2 of the actual program. So it stands to reason that that's basically what this is for. It's not because it's supposed to be heavy, but because it's supposed to be kind of a warm up, you could say, for what's to come in the rest of the weeks. But so that'll be the best we can do. But here we go. One set, 3 reps. 1, 3. Nice. That didn't feel too awful. Joints have been feeling stiff lately, so it's nice that we're not falling apart right now. Again, I'm 35, going on 36. My knees are starting to feel like they're getting to a point where I'm not as young, as bright as I used to be. So I'm doing whatever I can. And that's all we can do, right? I'm gonna go get some water. Right back. Let's see. Light on, light off. Let's see what the other things does. Highlight saved to your channel. Let's see. Um, 3 reps at 80% of clean and jerk, 1 rep max, not front squat. This is 205? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Now the last one at 90% of clean and jerk, so it'll be 225, 3 reps again. I might use a belt for this one now. Something that I've been doing a lot more has been a lot more snatching than I usually do, and I've realized that that puts me in a position where my body fully goes down to that squat depth. But beyond that, something that the snatch does that's very interesting is it can mess with your knee a little bit because doing a snatch, I find that my knee, at least before, it used to hurt a lot more. Like my lower back wasn't as prone to feeling anything. I think because my back was very powerful back then. That's when I was like deadlifting like 4 or 5 reps, you know. Um, so my lower back was pretty strong, but when it came to my knees, since in this natural you're in like this full position all the way down, and my knees were kind of outward like that. When they were fully outward, like that's when I felt it on the side of the knee a little bit. I felt a little bit of pain, and not anymore since I did those exercises like those step downs that I'm actually going to do today at the very end. Those are money. Those are lifesavers. They help out a lot, and I'm going to do some exercises with that band as well. Those are, I think that's what's been keeping my knees healthy. Um, Back squats are good for you, front squats are good for you, but there comes a point where maybe certain muscles become a little weak, and I think that's where these come in. So I'm going to go ahead and get the last set, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the other, the 2 exercises, and then we're going to call it a day. Last set. 3. That was fun. And clean squatting complete. Now, to get on to the next phase, which is these other little exercises that I shouldn't call little. They're, I think, a super important part of this overall workout. I don't think enough people do them. I know for sure I didn't used to do them, but if you have knee issues, this is where you tune in, because these help out immensely. So uh, it's going to take me a quick little second. So these are tall touches. So these are, if you're dealing with knee issues, and I'm going to lower the camera a little bit, that way you guys can see a little bit better. So what you do is, you do this little hinge from the hip, and I'll start her off from the side. So here, hinge, like that, and then down, back. 1. You don't push up. You're doing everything with this leg. 2, 3, 4. The hands are just for balance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. So now I'm going to turn around and do the other leg. The point of this is hopefully you're able to see a little bit more from this angle. But the point of this is to use that, the leg on which you're standing, and activate your glute. And that's why when you do this, hinge back, and you tap down to the back, it activates that glute. So again, hinge, 1, heel close to the ground, 2, Those are harder than they look, but they work so well for your knees. Like before I discovered these, I found that like the outside area would hurt for my knees, and it wasn't because my quads or my hamstrings were weak. The contrary, my glute was not firing properly, and so I believed it caused some issues. And I've looked into the literature more and more, and yeah, like the glute is not firing off properly. So because of that, like your other tendons, muscles such as quads and hamstrings start to take over the job that the glute should be helping out with. And so this comes along from a lot of sitting. Um, our glutes just become like this is a good way to activate them. Like you cannot not activate them. So this is the first exercise. I'm gonna do another set of these, and only 2 sets of 12 work really well for me. And do note that the higher you go, the more difficult it is. So this is uh, definitely not for beginners. If you find that these are hard, maybe go with half or even just a tiny step. A tiny step goes a long way with these. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And again, the back leg is not doing anything. The back leg is just kind of there. It's kind of like touching. I wouldn't even. Sometimes I don't even touch the ground with it. I just go. I'm gonna do it this way. That way you can see it this way as well. Hinge. One, two, three, four, six, seven, eight, nine, 2. Trust me, if that doesn't activate your butt, I don't know what will. Well, we can't talk about it here. Sorry, that's a different story. Also, I'm not sure why I kept these on. I should have taken them off. But oh well. Those are good. Again, I need to get another set of these. These have been with me for like 4, 5 years almost now. But they have served me well. Let's see. Now, that workout wasn't too heavy in comparison to others that I've done from this training program. So I think I'm gonna do. Usually, it's not smart to add too much, but like these 2 exercises, I've done because I know what they work for me. So this is the next one. Like with the band, like this butt activation is impossible to not feel it. So I put this band around myself. So here, when you do this, when you open up, it activates your glutes. But when you're in a bridge, it activates even more. So what I like to do though to like pre um, fatigue, I could say my butt, the way I activate them. So that's why I did those first. Do this kind of on my butt over here. Wait for a little while. Push out a lot. This is a very resistant band, so it's tough. It's actually used for like powerlifting to correct form. So they use it for your arms. It's called the slingshot by Mark Bell. So I keep it actively um, keep my legs actively open. And it's hard to keep it that way. And only until they start like almost kind of shaking, which I'm starting to kind of feel already, that's when I do 2 sets of 12. Once again, you don't want to completely like destroy yourself. There you go. One, just keep it completely active. Two, keep them open. Three, four. Those don't look tough, but trust me, they are. And then the second set, we'll do the exact same thing, but they're already pre-fatigued from the step downs, and then from the first set of this, so I don't need to do that like preemptive, like tiring phase out anymore. I just need to start. I'll give it like a couple of seconds. Reset. Right. Let's do a quick fatigue. And 12. All the legs are strong, Kevin. One. Okay, I'm done. Give it a shot. Band is not light at all. If I tried opening this up with like my hands, it's very tough. It's designed for here and here for powerlifters. So it's meant to be able to hold everything. So for push-ups, sorry, with a bar. So it really helps out. Keep your form. So for whoever joined in, or if you're joining in later and watching this video, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate you hanging around. Leave a comment down there. Let me know if you like this, and let me know what you guys want to see. Until next time, guys.